Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we have Captain here. We are going to be working on a little bit of training. This is kind of just like more personal training, but I'm also going to turn into a video that is useful about how to do some loose leash walking. A lot of my clientele and just a lot of people that I know, one of the biggest unwanted behaviors or things that they really want their dog to know, and we do it, almost everyone does with their dog, is walking on leash. And of course, the big thing a lot of dogs like to do is pull on leash. And why they do that? It's just because they are, they have four legs, so they pull more because they have more strength to them, and they're more curious about the world. They're more curious about scent because they have a stronger sense of smell and hearing and sight than us. So they see things, smell things, hear things, from a further distance than we do. So in today's video, one of the biggest things that Captain is another, like most dogs that struggle with this, is that he likes to pull still, and it's something that I want to really work on and practice with. We've been kind of MIA from each other for the holidays, so he just came back. So I have a bag full of his food here, and we're gonna practice some loose leash walking, and I'm gonna demonstrate what I recommend for not only pet parents, but what I use for myself with my dog. And the biggest thing I start off is saying is, when training these cues, I probably mentioned it in previous videos as well, start in the house. And then, because that has zero distractions, right? In here, he's not distracted by any smells, new stimulants, something he's never seen before, because he's been in this house many, many times, every day, right? Then you go into like a backyard, whether it's fenced in or not, where there's minimal distractions, and then going into, after that, once you feel like your dog can do well calmly walking on leash there, then you go into a real world walk, let's say a hiking path or a walking path, wherever you go, maybe a park, somewhere you can go publicly where there's a lot of distractions like people, dogs, cars, environmental things, seasonal, like weather, whatever else. But start in steps. So your house, backyard, real world. Every single cue. So sit down, in this case loose leash walking, you just work on that. So the way I do it is, I start simple. Captain, is I'll have him you can have him by your left or your right, and sometimes all I'll just say is, let's go, and I'll start walking, and that word, let's go, is the way to help indicate the dog we're on a walk and we're moving. And I'm gonna just start off with maybe like one simple polite walk. And the goal obviously is you want this like J shape, so I'm gonna get up to the camera a little bit so you can see it a bit clearer. So the J shape is kind of here. So again, you're looking for, from Captain's harness to my hand, a J shape. So you can kind of see it go up like this, like a J. Or at least it's loose, like there's no tension, right? That's what we're looking for. So again, we're gonna just start off with maybe like one or two simple steps. We've worked on this in the past, but it's been a while, and I kind of want him to get back on that grind of working nice and polite next to my side. So this is what it's going to start looking like. And again, there are other ways you can do this, but this is the way I used, and it's really helpful with my dog. Let's go. Yes. Good boy. Again, just a couple simple steps is all you really need to work on. And again, he's nice and loose. I don't mind if he's like a few steps behind me. Let's go. Yes. But I'm just looking for a polite few steps on a walk. Another thing I also like to add in too for the dog is having him sit. Good boy. And then whenever you're ready, then you say, let's go. Good boy. Yeah. And then I'm going to do a turn here. Good boy. Good. Notice how he sat when I stopped. That's another thing that's also really helpful. So whenever you do, let's say, practice stopping on the walk, I taught him to do a auto sit. That's like some people call it, where he automatically sits as soon as I stop. Yes, good boy. So I'll wait patiently for him to sit, mark that with a verbal praise. Get him back to my side. Sit. Let's go. Yes. And again, I try to look forward. I usually like to have the leash around in a loop and grip it with one hand, and usually have it by your like waist/hip area, just so it's nice. Again, it's not like awkward. You're not holding it out like this, but it's nice and like on your side, and that's what we wanted to have. Let's go. Good boy. We're gonna turn. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna stop right here. Yes. Now again, he did move around in front of me, but eventually he did sit, and I praised for him to just stop and sit and look at me. That's what I was looking for, so I'm gonna praise and gave him a treat. But I kept, just saying, let's go, and practicing that. Ready? Let's go. Good boy. Let's go. Yes, good. And again, we're just practicing this over and over again. And again, I really recommend you do this at home, like practicing loose leash walking in your house. It may sound silly, but it helps the dog really understand what we're asking them to do, which is to nicely walk by your side when you are working with them and walking with them. Because again, I always tell my clients this, walking is a team effort. You're connected, you're tethered to each other, so you gotta work as a team to communicate, essentially, like most of training is, on what you're asking your dog to do, which is to walk politely next to you. So I hope these few tidbits and this footage kind of helps you understand, let's go, what you're looking for in your dog. And I hope this will make you understand things. And again, there's another method I can leave you guys with that I also try to recommend. So with a luring thing where you use your hand with a treat and guide them in the way you want them to go, sometimes I may do a step at a time. So 1 step, yes. And then eventually go to 2 steps, yes, food. 3 steps, yes, food, and then etc. And until it becomes, let's say, 10 steps, then 20 steps. Build it up. That's another way you can also teach your dog loose leash walking. But this other way I thought would be really useful because Captain's done this before, so it's just, again, a refresher and a good training practice for him. Good boy, yes. So, and the next step, unfortunately, we couldn't go outside today because it's super windy and cold out in Maine. Otherwise, I would have been in the backyard working on this, but I figured today would be a good practicing. There may be another video possibly in the coming days of us working together on this same behavior. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more. I appreciate you guys giving me all the support. Make sure to subscribe, comment, and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.